Hello everyone, I'm Avni Mittal from IIT Roorkee, and today I'm going to explain my CWS project on QuickBill, a smart supermarket billing system, in which we are going to make our billing system more accurate, errorlessly, and user friendly. So let's start. What the project is about? It is about shopping cart management system using C++ OOPS. So we are using the OOPS concept of C++ to make a management system of a shopping mall or a shopping store or basic small shops, right? So it is using small things, arrays, classes, functions. It is very user friendly, and it is taking the input from the user and giving output according to it. Okay, what is the problem which we are facing, and we have to make such a thing? See, in very large shops, there are many products, and it is very hard to manage the products manually. There are so many products, and the list of it and the stocks, if we are taking them manually, it will be very confusing. Second thing, the billing. If we are billing by manual way, then there may be errors, and the relation between the customer and the shopkeeper may drop. But if the billing will be done by the computer, then it will be error free, right? The next thing is we need a system where we can add, view, and build the things easily. The shopkeeper can just relax on its seat and the system will work by its own, right? The objective of our project is to create a simple C++ project for shopkeepers. Shopkeepers might not be having the hi-fi knowledge of the coding, so we have made it very user friendly. Any shopkeeper with none of the knowledge of coding, he can use the this application, right? And it is totally C++ based. What our system have? It have a store products, detail, ID, and price and stock of the products, right? We have stored the ID, prices, all the things about the product. We have add a cart, right? And the cart have basically loops. Loops means iterations, right? We are going to add multiple products in our cart, so we can use the cart again and again. And here we can add multiple items to our cart. Basically, this should our system have. And, this is not a condition that we have gone to a shop, we have buy one product, then take a bill, and then we again go, and then we bought another product, then again took a bill. This is not a condition, no? If we have to take many products, then we will buy at a single time, right? At the same time. Yeah. And it will generate the total bill with discounts. So, what is the methodology of the product, of the code? Classes and objects. We have defined a shop class. Okay, so it is basically the concepts of C++. A class. Class is basically a thing which holds the objects, right? We will explain the terms one by one after this. So just relax. Basically, you can think that there is a shop and we have saved many products in that. So this is our first step, right? Then we use arrays. Arrays you can think of like in the shops we have racks, right? So in the same rack, we just put numbers and product and place different types of products there. Okay. Then we remind the shopkeeper. The shopkeeper remind the thing like I have placed that thing in that number of that number track, right? So it is basically arrays are like that. Still, we will learn this after this. The loops, I have explained it. The loops are iterations. Like we have to add multiple products in one session. So we use loop here. Like next is functions. Functions are used everywhere for billing, for totaling. When we are giving the discount, then we will apply a condition by a function. Like you can see the display items, right? It is also a function we have created where we will display the item using a function and the discount logic. we have given a discount logic in the end, in the final bill. It's the total bill, the according to the total amount which the customer have to pay. We have we have applied a particular discount according to the condition on the total bill, right? So next is, this is the flow chart. Okay, let me do it laser. See, this is input. What is the input here? See, input is what? When the customer comes to your shop, what will you will ask? Customer will say you what he or she wants. Okay, so he or she first ask, what products do you have? Right, in a shopping mall, the products are arranged and just roam and see what the products have. So it is basically like that. What the product the store has, the customer wants to see with their prices, right? With their prices. Then the products are shown. The customer decided what products he or she wants. Then it comes to the billing system. Basically, it adds to the cart. Okay, this refers to that he had added to the cart. Then what is the thing? When he add to the cart, he will check whether the product added is in stock or is in low stock. If it is in low stock, it will give a stock alert. If no, then it will move forward to the next step. It will calculate the total amount. It will check if the discount is applied or not, and then show the grand total. And when you see the grand total, if you don't want to buy anything more, then you can take the final bill. And output is what? That customer is happy and is going from the shop. Okay, so this is basically the complete flow chart of our project. What we are going to do. I think you may have little idea about the project now. Next, wait. How it works. Next thing is how our code works. User enters product details. So I have explained. Firstly, after seeing the products, the user enters the products he or she wants to buy. Next thing, the items are stored in array. See, like the shopkeeper arranged the things in racks named arrays, right? We have made the cart basically in which the customer buy the things in arrays. Means I have make one array in which I have placed one object with how many amounts in another number. Okay, then I have make another box. I have put which product and in a circle how many amount you buy. Okay, then in next one, how which ID you buy and how many amount of quantity you buy. So I have stored in arrays. Next thing is cart shows all items added. Once you have added all the items, the cart will show that you have buy this. Okay. After it, when your cart is completed, your bill will be generated with total price. And after that, we will apply the discount if it can be applied. Okay. So this is the whole process. The thing works. Now, what code does in it? What is the work of code? Basically, whole work is of code. So it handles the item entry with product ID and price. It handles the all the items. Firstly, what is the work of code? Firstly, it will handle all the items with their prices with its stock, right? Then it will display all the items. Second thing is, it is basically according to the input by the user, surely. But in with how many steps I break the code, I'm just explaining you first. Okay. So next thing will be, it will be displaying all the items. Done. Then it will calculate the total bill according to the items you have added in the cart. Okay. And then it will apply the discount. Right. So the thing that we think in our mind, we have break it in the codes. Okay, now we will prepare the code. don't fear from this. This is basically just a small snapshot of the final bill code. It is not the complete code. It is just the snapshot of final bill. So I will explain you after explaining the small terms that you need to know before learning the code. So till now, what we have done, we have learned how the code was, what the code does, how it works, the complete flow chart of the code. So you may get the basic idea what we are going to do. Now the question is how to do, right? So for this, you must have the some prerequisites, basics of writing code. If you don't know that, I hope you know that, but still, I will explain the basic terms shortly. Okay. First thing, you may have studied this basic code. Hashtag ice stream, hashtag include ice stream, using namespace std, int main data, and then return 0, and then the code is completed. Okay, so firstly, we'll understand the meanings of the small terms. Firstly, the hashtag. It is basically the pre-processing directory. What is pre-processing directory? See, we all know the code is compiled by the compiler. It understands what to do and it will perform what is in the code. But before the compiler, what works? Preprocessor. There is a preprocessor in your PC that compile the code and that give the code to the compiler, right? And then compiler does it works. So hashtag is pre-processing directory. Means, see, we can write anything anywhere, but what tells the laptop to call preprocessor? This hashtag. Directory is what that give direction towards anything. So hashtag is preprocessing directory, means it gives direction towards the preprocessor. Basically, by hashtag, we are just calling the preprocessor. Okay. Then include. So preprocessor को हमने बोला to include. What include? To include a library. Which library? We are writing it IOStream. IOStream is a name of library. You can't say why IOStream. See, your name is Ram, then why Ram? This is never a question, na? Its name is IOStream, so it's IOStream. It is basically responsible for IO, means input output. It is a library that takes input, that output, and the basic functions related to it. Many of the things are done by the string, basically. The next thing is main. Main means the main program. It tells the compiler that this is our main program. That is this is to be executed. Right. Then the int. For every program, for every function, we use a data type that tells the compiler that this function will give this output. So if we place int of before main, it means that it will return an integer value. Okay, so integer value is integer value. It can be anything. If we there are many data types, we will learn. If there is a data type bool, if we place here bool mean, then it can return a function can return two values, true or false, means 0 or 1. And there's a data type void, which means it doesn't return anything. Okay. Next thing is return 0. So I've told that if there is int, then it will return an int value. And we have placed return 0. Basically, if we are returning null value, it means the code is compiled successfully. It is a successful termination. If I have placed return 1, it will be a termination, but that doesn't call a successful termination. Okay. So basic terms and functions you need to know. Firstly, cout. Firstly, cout. Cout. This is the basically syntax of writing it. Cout, and we have to place this commas and a semicolon, and whatever is written inside it, it will be printed as it is with spaces, with the capital and small letters. Exactly, it will be printed. Cin. If we are writing Cin and this section singles, then it will take a input. Like I have written a, and there if there is my variable a I have defined, then it will take the value of a from the user. Right? When it is compiling, it will ask you what is the value of a. Then you will write the value and it will take it as a. Okay. The next thing is loops. I've told you loops are what iterations. How are they done? See, the first loop is if else. So we place a condition here, if and a condition. Then we will place these brackets. If the condition is true, then whatever written inside these brackets will be executed. If this condition is not true, else, then whatever written here will be executed. And if we have more conditions, then what will place? If condition bracket, else if condition bracket, and then at the last we write else and bracket. With else there is no need of condition, because if the above condition doesn't satisfy, that comes in else, right? So if see what am I example? Do value. Yeah. So we have two more types of loops. This is do while. So I have take a snapshot of the code here. See, I have made a variable I, int I, and I have given it value 1. I have I have taken another variable n, and I doesn't give its value. I see out, I have printed n, enter n. Then see in. What it will do? It will take input from user. Then I have do what to do. See out, I, handle refers to the next line, and I plus plus means we want to increase I after every iteration. And while is condition here. In if we place condition after if, in do while we place condition here. Basically, if else is not a loop. Sorry, I've written mistakenly. Loop is this. This is function, okay? So this is our function. We will in here. This is our function, okay? And this is our loop. Okay, done. So this is our loop, okay? So while so we want to do this repeatedly, कब तक? While I is less than n. So n क्या है? N is basically the number entered by the user. Okay, so see, it we have entered n and the user entered 5. So it has printed 1 to 5. How? Our I is 1. 1 is less than 5. So what to do? See out I. I is 1. Print 1. Then I is updated. I plus plus. It becomes 2. 2 is less than 5. Yeah. So again see out I means 2. Then again plus plus 3 is less than 5. Yeah. Then again print 3. Okay. Okay. So when it becomes 5, it will print 5. Okay. Then I become 6. Then it will check is 6 is less than 5. No. Then the loop breaks and it jumps to the next thing which is written. Okay. So it is basically for infinite loops. What the condition? While true. Okay. So if we write true in the brackets, it means it is infinite loop. There is no ending condition of the loop. Right? And the system sometimes hangs if we are using it without knowledge, right? Because if see if I do and see out hello here, and while true I have written, and when I run it, it will print hello, 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 infinite times. It will never stop, and it will takes all the memory of your CPU, of your RAM, ROM, everything will, and your system will be hanged. So never do this, okay? We will do this, but with the knowledge. Okay. Next things are, we have another loop. We will firstly see it. We have another loop for. What is for? Basically, it will work like do while, but the syntax differs only. What the for is, see, and this is basically it main our main function when we write for. What is the basic difference? We have to initialize the variable above, but here we can initialize here, we can apply here condition and then update, and then we can apply the condition. So this basically loop and its output is okay. So its output is this. So 0 and less than 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 times the loop runs and it will print here. Okay. So see. Now the things are data types. I've told there are many types of data. There are many data types: int, float, double, bool, string, constant, and char. Int can take only int values. Float can take decimal values. Double can also take decimal values, but up to a large number. Bool can take only two values, 0 and 1. String can take words. See, the char can take character, means a single character. It can be a dollar, it can be alphabet A, it can be small a, it can be anything, right? But string can take word. Like if I have to take a string, Ram, then it will be a string. And which is constant, sorry. Constant means you can't change the variable. If I make a variable A, constant A, then I can't change in the whole program. If I write mistakenly, it will not change. Now what the variables? Which take the values temporarily. Okay, but you will find a thing unique, that it is different from the variable of maths. How? See, if I have written a is equal to 10, okay, and now if I wrote a is equal to a plus 1, according to maths, is it correct? No. But in CVP, it is correct. Basically, in maths, in one question, the value of one variable is constant. But here in one code, the value of variable is not constant. It means now in the A, we want to store previous value of A plus 1. Previous value of A is 10 and plus 1 11. So we want to now the value of A is 11. Okay. Hope you understand now. So let's move ahead. The library. We have included library in our codes. Libraries. Basically, I have told you the libraries are iStream, right? So, like this a library iStream, we have these libraries string and imanip. String is used for handling and manipulating the text, a sequence of characters. Like I have told the string have a word, so we want to check at which number which character is written. We can check by it easily, and many functions related to the character text we can done by string. And imanip is basically to format the output. Right, when one of the functions of it is setw. It has many things, but what we have used in our code is setw. Setw preserve the width of the output. Right, like I have used setw, and in the bracket I have placed 4. So it will preserve 4 spaces for any number, any word. Like if I have written 4, still it will preserve 4 spaces for it. Space, 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 and will print 4. Right? So that's how it is used. Now I've explained the four. I have to this. Okay. So four I have already explained. Next thing is arrays. Arrays is like what? Racks, by which we can make which are we are able to make less number of variables. Okay. So this is an example of arrays. So see, I have make an array, and array is also made by an data type like int, double, float, exactly by that, and it can store five values: 3, 5, 87, 68, 59. I have taken just an example, but it will number it from 0. The basic thing we have to remember: this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 4, this is 5. And when I have to print r at third number, means 0, 1, 2, 3. It will print 68, and the output is 68. Right. Next thing is making own functions. How we can make our own functions? Before int main, we have to do uh, I have made by int. We can make by any data type again. I have made a function swap which take two values. This is the argument of any function we want to make, and it will take values int a, int b. This address uh, is another thing. It will take the value of, it is basically used for the reference of the values that will be given in the main. And this and denotes address of. Okay, so this is a function of swapping a number, and this is a format of swapping a number. So we have two variables a and b. So I have stored the value of a in any variable named as temp. In temp, I have placed value of a, and in a, in the second line, you can see I have placed value of b. So a is now equal to b. So this is b, and value of a is in temp. And now in b, what I have to do, I have to place the value of a, which I have stored in temp. So I will place the value of temp. So A and B are now swapped. So in main, if I write x equal to 4, y equal to 5, and have like the function xy, so what will y become now? 4. And the output is 4. Okay. Now the next thing, the classes. Classes basically are blueprint or template of creating objects. Objects, classes and objects are used for sorting the data. It is also used for we are able to make less variables, and in it our data is protected. We can make private and public variables and functions. So our data is very much protected using classes and objects. Classes are like the head, and objects are like its sub branches. Okay, let's see by an example. This is an example of classes and object I have made. Class, I have made a class student. Then its private variables int ab. Its public variables int cd. Then I have made a function. Right, I have made a function which is a public function. Private variables can't be called in public, but public things can be called in anyway. So this is a public function set which takes two inputs a1, b1. Okay, so I have just given a prototype of it, and after it I have defined what is set void. It is a void function and belongs to this class student. Then this is set int a1 a2 a1 b1, which is same. Then what is plus a equal to a1. So this variable a is now equal to what is given in it, and this b is now equal to b1. Okay, so this function is used to set the values of a1 and b1. Now the function is show, which is basically it will show the value of a, b, c, d. Now in int main, the class is object, I have made the class as student, I have made an object Abhinav. So if I call a variable related to it, which is C, Abhinav dot C, I can give its value 5. Abhinav dot D, I can give its value 4. If I write Abhinav dot A, it will be wrong because it is a public variable. Sorry, it's a private variable and it can't be called like this. If I want to change it, I can change it by public function that has the access to call it. And we have such a function which is set. So we can only set these variables by this function. We now set 1, 2. And if I show the product now, A is 1, which we used by this set function. B is 2. C is 5. And D is 4. So this is the basically classes and objects are. Here you can think that it can be done easily without this complex thing, but when you are dealing with so many large amount of data, then this is very easier way to protect your data, to manage your data, and to keep your data confusion lessly. Okay, so here the basics ends, and firstly I'll explain the this thing which I have left. This is basically a snapshot of final bill I have told. So what in it? What is in it? These are some variables which can't be understand in between. So we will just move from here. See, here you can see there is a variable quantity and there is a function. You can get an idea. There is a function get name. Right. So this in the final bill we are printing how many quantity into which product we have bought, and we are printing the price of it, and the price is uska price into uski quantity. So it is printed here, and it is done by the loops, means how many products we have bought, it will print one by one. After this loop, the grand total came, and the grand total is what? It will print all the total in this loop, and it will print the grand total after the loop. Then we will check if the grand total is greater than 1000 and less than 5000. This is basically AND. Means when both the condition are satisfied, only when, only then the condition is uh, made to be satisfied. If one is satisfied and one is not, then it will not be applied. So if it is in range of 1000 to 5000, then we will have a discount of 10% and the grand total will decrease. If it is greater than 5000, then we will have a discount of 20% and the grand total will decrease by that amount. And else, if it is not, then no discount is available. And after checking the discount, we will print our total and we will say thank you, visit the store again. And we will empty the cart again for the next customer. Right? So basically, it is the format of our final bill. After this, we will move to a code we have written. We will explain it step by step, and you will understand the concepts. So now we move to our code, which will be very interesting than that theory and all. So firstly, we'll include library string, and IMANIP. I hope we understand these terms nicely now. Using namespace std, we have made a class. Why we have made a class? Right? Because here we want to store so many objects, right? See, I'll first show you. I have made these objects. Leave this. What the thing is, don't see this. Just see the items I have added 20 items, 0 to 19. The store will surely have very much than this thing, but I have added this. And for so many items, I have made an class. I made a class because I have to manage so many items. So we have made a class which is named by product. Okay. So we have some private variables. What string, what product we have, the name of it. It will be used in string, and the price of it, and the stock. How many items we have? How many items are available? Okay. So these are private. So we don't allow customer to change the name, to change the price. If it is allowed to the customer to change the price, then anything can happen. So we have made some public variables also. Set right. So it is made public. So we just want to set what to set. Here we have just made the variables. We will set the values of it by using a function. See, if I have not made a function, then I have to put the value in three lines. Every product values in three lines. I have object, say coffee, coffee dot name, coffee dot price, coffee dot stock. And still, if it is a private variable, so I can't make it like that. If I make it public, I have to make it like this, and it will be so long. So I have to see a alternative way, right? So I have made a function, and in this function n p s, and the what is given in the n will be put in the name. What is given in the p would be put in the this. Oh, something is missing here. How is this comma here? Why is one here? Okay, so the stock. Okay, what is put in the s? We will put in the stock. So this is complete function. Now we'll display when we are going to. Okay, so I'll put the comment here. To set the values easily, right? To set the values easily, we have made the function. Now we have make a function display here. You can see there's a function display, and that takes the input ID. Means it will display the we will get an idea from the name that what ID will give it in the input. It will display the details. So we have see we have don't fear from this thing. This is just a basic see out, but we have written it in a stylish manner, in such a stylish manner that it will look so cute. See, we have put set W3 of ID here. We know the ID is, see the ID is what? ID is 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So I have reserved three places for it. Okay, so it will reserve three places. Let's suppose 1, 2, 3. These places for it. And then it will print ID. Then it will print this vertical line here. Then it will left align means it will be written here. Okay, it will be written in the left, and we have precise it to, we have taken a width of 20. So none of our name is greater than 20 now. So 20 spaces are reserved. It will place the name in the some place, and it will leave blank places here. Then we again place a vertical line here, right? And then we will write price because it is in double commas, so it will write price. And we again reserved six places for the price, and none of the price is greater than six numbers. and then it will the price, and then slash, and then pr- print the stock. So imagine if I print all the IDs one by one, what will happen? It will print a table, a beautiful table. Let me run it. You will see it. I think so. Just see the table. See nothing else. Okay. See ID, reserve places, slash, 20 places reserved, and the name, then slash, sorry, vertical line, and then price, then line, then stock. So I think you can see what it actually does, right? And why we made this function, why we need to make this function, as we have to display product details to customer once. Okay, so that's why we have to make this. Now again come to the function. We have make this function. Now we are making another function, get name. If you remember, we have seen this function in the final bill. So these functions, see, we have makes this function because of our ease. We have to print price, we have to print only name, we have to print only stock, and somewhere we have to print all the things. So print all the things, we have make a function. To print them separately, we will make separate functions also, so that we can just use the functions wherever we want. We don't have to think this such. So we will make this function string get name, and it will return name. So we have make a function string. So it will return what? It will return a string. And name is a string, no? So it will return string. If I made the function get price, it will return the price. If I make a function get stock, it will return the stock. So I've made these functions again. Now I've make another function bool. See why I have used it. It is a very good thing. See, while making it, we thought that while when we are making it, the products are input by the user, and then we will print the output. Then we will print the final bill of it, and then it will be over. But no, if we have 20 coffees and a customer buy 3, then the coffee will be decreased to 17. So we have to make a function that will decrease the amount of the things that are bought by the customers, right? So this is basically a function reduce stock. Okay. So what it does? It reduce the stock number which are bought by the user. Okay. So see what it does. बेसिकली ये आपको बाद में समझ आएगा, वैसे एक्चुअली तो कि हम इसका यूज कर क्यों रहे थे, बट मैं आपको फिर भी समझा देती हूँ. Int quantity, if quantity is less than equal to stock. See, what is quantity? We will make a function in the cart, quantity entered by the user, right? So if quantity is less than stock is what? Stock of every object, right? If quantity is less than stock, then it is okay. स्टॉक में से हम माइनस कर देंगे क्वांटिटी को, कितना क्वांटिटी उसने बाय किया. क्वांटिटी क्या वेरिएबल है इन द कार्ट, that how much amount of the thing is buy by the customer. If quantity is less than stock, reduce the stock minus equal to quantity means stock equal to stock minus quantity. What does this mean? Stock equal to stock minus quantity, right? Stock में से quantity का number घटा दो and that is the new stock. So it is basically what this. Now if the quantity is greater than stock, means we are out of stock, right? So we will return false. This is a bool data type, so it will return true or false. If it is okay, then we reduced. If it is not okay, then we return false. Now you'll think what is the matter of it. We will think when it will be in use. We will see why we have used bool here. It is necessary to use bool here to make the things easy. Okay, now class is over and you should be happy. Our class and the functions are now over. We are coming to our main function. So basically, good news, main function reached. Constant. Okay, now uh, we have used our brain, and instead of making the objects, we have made an array. Okay, what is the name of our class? Product. Name of class is product, and I have make a array here of size, and size is constant 20. Okay, store array defined. So we have made an array which is basically object of product class, and we are now going to treat it as variable, as object, obviously. So store 0, 1, 2, 3. In these objects we have to now set the values of id, price and stock. So what functions we have made to set the prices, set the things, is basically, sorry, set, this set. So we will call the set function initialize your products with stock. Chocolate, this is a string, and string is used in these double commas, and this is int, and sorry, this is, both are int. This one is double, yeah, this one is double and this one is int. So we have stored all the 20 products in our store. Now what we are designing, we have made a shopping cart. You can see this is our shopping cart. Okay, so we have make a array for the shopping cart. One array stores the id, another array stores the quantity at the same index. Means at 0 number I have stored id, I have stored quantity. One number I have stored id, I have stored quantity. Second number I have stored id, I have stored quantity. So when I am doing the bill, I will take this id, I will take this quantity. With the id, I will take the product details, the prices. This price I will multiply with this quantity, and I will give the total, and I will doing the total with all the products, and I will make the final bill after that. So this is the idea. So we are assuming that the customer will not buy more than 50 products. So we are, because our store is so small, it has only 20 objects. Yeah. So we are assuming that a customer will buy max 50. You can increase this quantity as much you can. If you have the confidence that your store is very, very earning high, so you can make it large. Okay, so cart size equal to 0. Initially, rack number is 0. You have to assume initially rack number is 0. So we have made a cart ID. We have made a cart quantity. It will store the ID of product. It will store the quantity of product. Initially, the rack number is 0. Okay, let's start. Now my loop starts. So this loop, I will make this. So basically, my customer will come again and again and again Customer will come again and again. So I have made an infinite loop. Means if the choice is 6, then we will exit only. Otherwise, we will continue continue the loop. Na? So because one after the one customers are coming, so one is over, then the another, and again show same things, same card, same product, same bill, matlab, bill the price. Okay. So if the choice is not 6, then do these things. Wait. Do these things. Whatever the things, forget it again and again. If the choice is 6, then only what you will do? You will exit the loop. So I have made such a loop. Now I will make a variable choice. See, you can see choice. Okay. Now I will tell the user something, some details. See, this is a quick bill supermarket. And firstly, if you want to show the products, to see the products, then you can choose number 1. Then, when you want to add items to your cart, you can choose number 2. If you want to view your cart, you can choose number 3. If you want to check out from the check out from the shop, then you can take 4. And this is basically for the shopkeeper. If you want to see the stock alerts, I have added it. Basically, I have made if any quantity is less than 15 in my shop, please alert me. So if I want to see how many quantities are less than 15, I can see from here. And if I want to exit, I can choose number 6. And I've shown you the loop will work when the choice is not 6. So it will see out enter your choice. It will take the input choice. Okay. Now the thing starts. What does thing start? If the choice is 1. If the choice is 1, what we'll do? We'll show the products according to this. Right? If the choice is 1, means show products. Okay. So see out product list. This they have to print. The list I have shown you when I choose one option, right? So we'll choose. This is basically all the things are to format the things. See, I have start a loop with I equal to 0. Size I is less than size. Size is what 20. So it means it will run from 0 to 19. From 0, store 0, display 0. Store 1, display 1. Okay. Basically it will display one line, then loop run again. Okay. And then again it will print another. And see, I have written ID here for the heading. Same spaces are left, name, price, stock, and this line which create a border like this. I will again show you. See it. Wait for me. Then I have also printed the discount offers in my shop. If you buy more than 1000, then you will have 10% flat discount. If you buy more than 5000, then you will have 20% flat discount. Okay, so this is basically in my choice number 1. Okay, let's see how it is printed. These are the things that will print. Again, this is my choice 1. So it will show the products. Okay, so see, these are my products. ID, name, place, and the things are here. Price with their stocks. The discount offers are also printed. And see, we have made a loop that if choice is not 6, it will repeat. So choice is not 6, so it has printed the same things again. What you want to do? Now see the loop. If the choice is 2, what in our second choice? See, we want to add to the cart. Okay, so choice two is add to the cart. Okay, so see out, enter 20 in ID if cart is complete. So basically, here I have again do the same thing which I have done in the starting. See, do this, whatever it is, while true. Okay, if ID is 20, then break the loop. So if enter 20 when your card is complete, means this is an infinite loop. It will ask you again, enter ID, enter quantity, enter ID, enter quantity. When it will break, I've already stated enter 20 if your card is complete, and if ID is 20, then break the loop. Okay, so this is for breaking the card. Okay, so let's run what is in the loop. I have made two variables ID, quantity. Okay, so but in this we will store ID, quantity, ID, quantity, ID, quantity, ID, quantity, right? Okay, fine. I will see out enter ID, then you will enter ID. If ID is equal to 20, break. If ID is not equal to 20, then I enter quantity. Ask for quantity. Quantity is entered. Now see, we have ID from 0 to 19. Na? So ID should be 0 or greater than 0 and less than size is 20. We have initialized it here. Size is 20, right? So should be size, okay? So if ID is okay, ID is valid, then we will check the quantity. If store ID and reduce stock quantity, see what is actually it. बेसिकली ये मेरा एक फंक्शन है, देखते हैं फंक्शन था क्या. रिड्यूस स्टॉक क्वांटिटी. ओके, सो देखो ये मेरा फंक्शन था रिड्यूस स्टॉक क्वांटिटी बूल, और it is returning either true either false. Okay, so see this, अब भी मेरा एक फंक्शन है if के अंदर अगर ट्रू होता है so works, otherwise not, right? So see, if my quantity is less than stock, the quantity, if I have 20 copies and I have entered, I have to buy 90, means it is less than stock, it will return true. If it will return true, then this loop will work. If the quantity entered is greater than stock, it will return false. And this loop will not work. So if it not work, then which condition will be satisfied? Else. Not enough stock available. Okay. So basically what it does, if we have the enough stock, we are checking by here. If we have enough stock, we will enter these things in my array, because uh, we will enter new ID and new quantity in the next step. We have to store these ID and quantity somewhere. So we have stored it in this card size. Initially card size is 0. So I have stored these values in 0, 0. And I have updated the card size. Means I have updated the rack number. Once stored in a rack, I have updated the rack. Now I have saved in 0. Jump to 1. Okay. Jump to 1. And also print what that you have by this quantity. And इस ऑब्जेक्ट का गेट नेम फंक्शन, मतलब उसका नेम प्रिंट होगा. सो दिस क्वांटिटी ऑफ दिस नेम, this thing, this item, add to the cart. This will be printed. And if this is false, means the stock is okay. So it will be true only when it will be true only when quantity is less than equal to stock. As it will execute as condition. Okay. Fine. I hope you understand the things. These things are very complex, but if you are clear with the basics, these things are very easy and very interesting. Now, see, not enough stock available. Store ID, get stock, all things are here. So, we are going to print the stock of these things. Else. Now, this is else of the ID. Yeah, we have make a if here. If our ID is invalid, if it is a negative, if it is greater than the size, it will mean that it is invalid product ID. So as product this, and it is an infinite loop until the ID is not 20. Then you can add your products until the ID is not 20. So basically this is the whole functioning of your choice 2. Now if we come on, else if choice equal to 3, what the choice 3 is for? Choice 3 is for viewing the cart. Means you want to see what products you have added. I think the most complex thing is of adding to the cart. Except things are so easy. I will explain the adding to the cart in the last. So don't worry. Just if you have any doubt, just forget it and see the next things that are viewing the cart. Okay. So where are we? Choice equal to 3. Here is the thing. We want to view the cart. So if cart size is 20, you have seen when we place anything in one rack, what we did? We increase the rack number. If we haven't placed anything to the cart, it will not increase and the rack number will be 0. So if rack number is 0 means we have not placed anything to our cart, the cart is empty. Else, if it is not 0, then see out. See out the things I have added to my cart. So firstly, see out your cart is. Basically, I have printed this and I have printed taking on a variable grand total equal to 0. So while we are adding the total amounts of each product, I will be adding in a grand total. I have seen that. I have also shown it actually to the that thing. The final bill and this thing is actually same. So I have taken a variable grand total equal to 0. Okay, then I have taken another variable item t equal to 0. Then I have started a loop and I equal to 0, I less than card size I plus plus. Okay, so card size is 20 means it will be running from 0 to, sorry, it is card size. It is basically the number of items, the number of racks we have made. So it will run from 0 to that. Okay, so firstly 0. In the rack 0, the cart ID, what you have entered, it will be stored in a temporary variable PID, and the cart quantity in the rack number 0, rack number I, is stored in another variable QTY. You will see the QTY, so many variables, but for each loop, the variables defined in them will be destroyed after the loop. Okay, so I have made another variable in this loop, and for the previous loop, it will be null and void. So I have taken another variable total. So basically, ID, the object at this ID, I will take the price of it. I will multiply it by the quantity, and it will be total. And then I will be printing the quantity into this name is equal to rupees total, and this is the total amount which I have taken here, and I will be printing here. And the total is added to the grand total in every loop. Okay, and this item T, basically the item T, I have made the variable to show the number of items you have bought so that you can count and check that okay, items are complete. Okay, so the cart quantity or the QTY, anything I can add in the item T in every loop. Okay, so total number of items are item T. So when the loop is complete, the item T will be the total amount of items you have taken. It will be printed. Kindly please check once. We are giving the warning to the customer. Please check at your own please. Then I am giving you the total. That total is this grand total. Then I will be printing. You will get the discount if you will. This I am not giving the discount now because if you want to add, you can add now. He or she is just reviewing the card, that how much bill he or she has. And if she want to increase the bill to get the discount, she can again go to the choice 2 and add the items. If she is okay with the products, then it can go to choice 4. Choice 4 is basically the final bill. Okay, so if cart size is 0, means no item is did. Again, cart is empty, and the final bill is the same things. Grand total, we have taken the loop. Again, at the rack, the ID is stored in temporary variable PID, quantity is stored in the variable QTY, and total is this. Then we will print the things. Then we will adding the total in a grand total. And after the loop is complete, but in the final bill, see in the card I have printed the grand total is this. In the final bill, I will firstly check the discount, then I will be showing the bill. Or I can think. See, I will check. Yeah, I have printed. See, your total amount is this. And then we will check for the discounts. If the amount is greater than 1000 and less than 5000, then it will be applied 10,000, sorry, 10% discount. And if the amount is greater than 5000, 20% discount will be applied. And if it is not, no discount is applied. Okay, so firstly it will print the total which is there. It is missing again. See, it is here. Okay, should write here before before discount. Okay, and this is after discount. So Then we will print thank you, visit the store again, and then cart size will again become 0. Cart is empty for another customer because we have too many customers. Now I have told we have added a unique option to check the stock alert, which is choice number 5 for the shopkeeper only. It can have more modifications that this 5 option should not be shown to the customers. Here we don't have such options. Still, when the where the bill makers are, it is done by the shopkeepers, not by the customers. So if it is shown to the shopkeeper, then it is okay. See, see out stock alerts. Then we will have a loop for 0 to 20. It will check all the items. If the stock is less than 15, then see out the name of it is running low. Only this stock of it is left in the stock. If nothing is out of stock, then nothing is printed. It will just, it can give us what? See, we can idea. Mm-mm. No, it will be, uh, otherwise, it will be printing again and again. It's just in stock, in stock, in stock. So leave it, let it be. As if choice is equal to 6, see out, exiting, goodbye. And this else is off. If choice is 6, it will firstly print exiting, goodbye. And what is this else? This else is off. See, we have given 6 options to the customer. If he has not chosen anything of the 6, then else, invalid choice. You should see the instructions carefully. Okay, and this is a infinite loop can be saved. If it is not 6, then do it again and again and again. And this is how our code runs. Runs thing. This is how our code is written. Let's run the code. Firstly, this is shown. See the one. Suppose I want to buy chocolate. We have 58 chocolates. I want to buy 50 chocolates. So 0 and I want to buy 50. You have done. I want to add the things. I want to add chocolate, 50 chocolates, right? IDs 0. I want to add 50. Then ID is 13. I want to add 180, right? Now I want to see my cart. Third option. Oh, so sorry. Let's buy 3. I have to buy it. I have to enter 20 to end my cart. Okay. So I will be showing my card with the option number 3. So what I have bought? 50 chocolates, 180 soaps, 3 juices. So total number of objects are 233. Please check. The total amount is this and you will get the discount according to this scheme. I want to check out from the store. So this is my final bill. 5800 I have to pay. And now I have to pay only 4640. Thank you. Please visit the store again. And if the shopkeeper wants to see the stock alerts, then it can click on 5. See, chocolate is running low, only 8 are available. Coffee is running low, only 15 are in stock. Now, see if I want to show the products again to the next customer. He has checkout. So, cart is empty for the next customer. So, if it is 1, then see The chocolate is now 8. For the previous customer, they are 58. Because he has bought 50, so they are now 8. And this will also reduce. Soap are now 20 because 180 is bought by someone else. And juices are now 37, which are 40 earlier. You can see. Right, so this is how our code works. And these are the things of the codes. Hope you have understood it well. So let's conclude these things. Okay, so we have successfully done the code concepts. I hope you understand it well. So let's move to the improvement things. So we have loops that allow multiple items in one go, which I found it is very well. We don't have to again and again enter the choice to add to the cart, right? We have included discount system for customers. We have used arrays for better data storage. You must have noticed if we have been using different variables for it, it will be very, very, very confusing for us to manage the things, right? And the things is very easy to use, menu based, totally menu based. A customer can should just have to enter the ID and quantity. Everything the brain is just by the programmer, right? The results are it is efficient billing system, reduce manual errors. We have already discussed about that. It is very much user friendly and our customer is so happy, you can see from these type of things. Future scope of it is if database is added to it to store items permanently, right? We don't have to do the things again and again. We can add GUI, graphic interface here, so the user have can use more betterly, right? We can implement barcode scanning. You can think if the product have barcode, then we can scan the code, which we see in the shopping malls now actually. The product is scanned and the product price, everything is displayed and everything is added. Online shop extension. And this interface is provided to the customer at their home so that they can do online shopping, which is a very good scope of it and it is very much establishing nowadays also. So let's conclude the things. So what we have done, we have used C++ oops concept in this classes, arrays, functions to demonstrate the things. We have created a simple and efficient user-friendly billing system can be expanded to real-world applications. Thank you so much.